What's up guys, it's Jazz. Welcome to the Neurodivergent Dog Trainer. And today we are going to be teaching an awesome skill that I'm going to refer to as target. Sometimes you'll hear it referred to as touch, but essentially all it is your dog coming to you and touching their nose to your hand. Sounds simple. It's probably one of the easiest things you're gonna teach your dog to do because you make it a game. And with all that being said, we're gonna get into it. Here we go. Target. Yes, squad. That's all it is. They bring them to you and they have to touch their nose to your hand. It's actually super easy to teach. It's very efficient, and if your dog does not like to come when called, because there's always a negative reward associated with that, which we'll cover in the coming when called video, to us it's the same thing as come when called. However, to them it is not. So we're going to go with what works with them. I'm gonna put the person's name up who developed this and who popularized it and got to go everywhere around the world teaching it because it's amazing. And if you really want to hyper focus and info dump, that is the thing to look into because it is not info dump. Hyper focus and go down the rabbit hole. That is the person to go look up because she's the one who, I can't remember for sure if she made it or if she just popularized it, but she made it very well known to the point where many places have hired her to come all over the world to teach this to different animals. Let's go ahead and get started with this. This is going to be one of the more simple ones that we have discussed. That being said, I'm gonna get up close. Hi, you can see my not great hair. So what you're gonna do is, this one is all about kibble positioning. So you're gonna take your kibble and put it between two fingers, any two fingers. You're then going to take those two fingers and place them in front of your dog. Let your dog put their nose to your hand, lick at it a little bit. As soon as they do that, you're gonna give them a yes, and then they get the treat. She's so used to not getting a treat off of this that she forgot how to take the treat out of my hand there. So we're gonna, yes. They might drop the treat a few times. I'm actually gonna do this with both hands for both dogs so they don't feel left out. Yes. You guys are really showing your athleticism here today. So once they start doing that and they're bumping your hand every time, and if they are doing that where they're missing it, just move the treat up farther in your hand so that it's like between these knuckles instead of up here. Typically it's easier to keep them up here because it's easier for the dog to get it out. But once they start doing that, then you're going to have them do it from a bit more of a distance. So you're gonna put it over here. Yes. You guys are struggling with the treat taking today. Yes. Yes. So because they're struggling so much with the treat training, I'm going back to holding it between my thumbs because they're more used to that anyway. But a lot of people find it a lot easier to have the treat between their fingers. That's why I wanted to show it to you that way first. So what you're going to do is you're going to start moving your hand to different locations. Yes. And as you can see, Merle has realized what game we're playing and is very excited about it. Second progression of this. As you can see, they're already kind of starting to get that that's what they do. Obviously, they know this already. So your dog, it might take longer for them to get it. Do as many repetitions as it takes for them to see it. You put it in your hand and they tap it. Once they're getting good at that and they're doing it about that speed, the second thing you're gonna do is, and before we move on to the second progression of this, I do want to go ahead and remind you guys, if you are getting any value from this at all, be sure to like and comment on this video. So you're gonna put your hand down and then reward them from the other hand. So now we're gonna go to no treats in the hand, and we're gonna switch hands on it so that they have to go back and forth, and then reward from the other hand, or say yes and then take the treat out. Yes. Yes, sir. You're being very pushy right now and I don't appreciate it. Yes. Dolly, I have your treat. Good girl. You can see which one of them gets really excited for food. And this is the funny part, is they've just had their dinner, so we're using the less valuable food kibble. And as you can see, you don't have to always have the super expensive treats. Yes. Once they get to where you can do this, and they're gonna touch it from any side, you're going to, I'm not saying yes as much now because they know what we're doing and they realize the game. That was a claw to the belly button. That hurt way more than it should have. Ow! Sir, thank you. You're being too much. So your third step to this is going to be actually putting the word with it. So now that you know that they know because they're moving around, you're going to say, target, yes. And I am not going to give him treats while he's on me. I'm going to redirect him back to the ground. That's why I keep putting my hand down. Because otherwise I'm rewarding him not for what he just did, but for jumping on me. And that's going to completely destroy your jumping training. Target, yes, sir. Thank you. I don't know why my thumb is so sensitive to their teeth today, but it really is, and their teeth hurt today. I think it might just be that I'm tired, so I'm very, very easily stimulated right now. Target, yes. I'm just gonna toss the treat away because I'm tired of getting jumped on and my hands hurt. So yeah, if you're getting overstimulated or you don't like them getting your hands, just toss the treat away. They understand that the yes means that they got the treat because we've built up that reward value. Target. Yes. So the nice thing about this is actually the next step of the progression is having them away from you and calling them to you. Target. So if you have another person, you guys can be targeting them back and forth. Target. I confused her. She doesn't know which hand to go to, so I'm just going to pick. Good. Good target. Oh, I hope that all got caught because that was adorable. But yeah, so that is target. It's super simple, super easy to teach. And as you saw in the end of the sit video, if you did get to the end of the video and where it had the thanks for watching and I had the behind the scenes blooper reel there, you actually saw me call her off of the fence where she was playing with our neighbor's corgis with a target, because they do listen to that better than they do the come command, because the come command is usually associated with negative consequences. Either you're getting put in your crate, you have to stop what you're doing, and then I'm not as interesting, so it doesn't make it as fun. Things like that we'll get into in that video, which will be coming out either after this one or it came out before this one, or it's 2 videos from now. I haven't fully decided the order yet, but that one is the one we'll go over and troubleshoot that. But yeah, this is an awesome, easy to learn trick. It looks super cool. You can start transitioning it into what's called a touch, which is just the same action but in different things where they are tapping on like counters or switching off lights. Like this is the beginning of all of those. So that's the target. It's super easy, super simple to teach. And if you guys did get any value out of this and want to see more dog training from a neurodivergent standpoint, go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.